God bless you, global Christian friends. God bless you, pastors, saints, farmers of America, mid-America. God bless your crops, your land, your cattle, and your longhorn steers. And God bless everything that's there. We need to know everything about God. We don't let God off the hook, children. All right, learn Him, know everything about Him. All right. I don't intend to offend you Bible scholars out there, but even the works of the Bible are limited works, which can only be done 1,373 times before they're repeated. Keep that in mind. I told you God will drop knowledge to you to understand. Now, going up higher about this, how is it that you sought me? I don't understand how you sought me. You're here in the temple. You need to have thought higher. You need to have gone higher. The worship of God is how? In spirit and in truth. All right? And you are looking on the earthly level when you should have been looking on the higher spiritual level. All right? You shall, what the Bible said, you shall find me when you have sought for me with what? Your whole heart. Notice that? You shall find me when you have sought for me with your whole heart. How come? Because man looks at the outward appearance, but what? God looks in on the heart, the inward appearance. Why? Because that is where the kingdom of God is. The kingdom of God is within you, but it don't come with observation. But it is within you. That's what Jesus said. Satisfying to me. All right? Look at the higher things of God. The higher things of God. So incredible. Jesus would later learn to use his two most favorite phrases. Verily, verily. I say unto you. Y'all understand these things? How great the Lord is. I want to say one thing, that the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead is the same as let us make man in our image after our likeness, but only higher. The higher knowledge desired to be known by the Apostle Paul. Philippians chapter 3, verse 10. The greater the resurrection, the greater the divinity. That you need to know and you need to understand. The great knowledge of God. I want to say one thing here before we move further. You ever wonder what all the matter in space looks like to God? The Bible not only tells us God's reaction to that, but it also tells us by whom it was made. Now, this is just knowledge of God from the Bible and learning so that your assurance is known while you have life. Why? Because he is God of the living. He is a living God. Your hope in him is living hope. He is the living rock. He is the living rod. He is the living word. He is the living spirit. Higher things of God. I must be about my Father's business. Everybody say that. I must be about my Father's business. I must be about my Father's business. You notice that? My Father's business. My Father's business. I do always those things that please the Father. All right? I do what I see the Father do. It's about my Father's business. It's not about looking on women and lusting after them. It's not about looking on the daughters of men and seeing how fair they are. Go up a certain height, you can't go no higher. Need space suits to step outside the space station. Going beneath the oceans. You need to be encased to withstand the pressures there. Life is limited. Men are limited. Let us make man. He was made. What about those things that are not made with hands? Those things that are not made. Being about my Father's business. They understood not the saying which he spoke unto them. And that's the strange about that, is it? Nobody understood Jesus. He told the apostles, there are many things I want to say unto you, but you're not able to bear them. Why? All kinds of reasons. Because they're afraid of being put out of the temple. They're afraid that the best of my ability is easier to learn what the rabbis are teaching than what Jesus is teaching. But wait a minute. He was the one that corrected the rabbis. He corrected the scholars. So look out there, you apostles across the world. All right? They did not understand what he speak. And he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subjected unto them. Here we go again. But Mary kept all these things in her heart. It's always that case. Mary kept these things in her heart. She must have had a heart full of Jesus. She had a heart full of Jesus. Verse 52. Jesus increased in wisdom and increased in stature and increased in favor with God and man. Think about that. It is God that gives the increase. It is God that gives the increase. What did John the Baptist say? I must decrease. What? He must increase. Who do the increasing? God do the increasing. When you got power to control forces millions of miles away, not the same as when you control forces to control powers millions of miles away. God bless you, global Christian friends, pastors out there in churches. God bless the American government. Until the next time, we love you.